Welcome to GC Reddy Technologies. Selenium interview preparation. Generally, interviews depends upon company as well as our experience that we mention in our resume. It may vary from one company to another, but if we prepare properly, then we can face any type of interview. Remember this one, interviews may vary from one company to another. Basically, it depends on our experience that we mention in our resume. Okay. Next, take Selenium interviews. If you are a fresher, then you mention your Selenium knowledge in your resume's professional summary. Suppose if you are an experienced person, then you mention your Selenium skills in your resume's professional summary and job responsibilities in your project. One or more projects based on your experience. Next, in this post, I am going to cover Selenium interview preparation for experienced people. Selenium experienced people face this type of interview questions that I am going to explain. Questions may vary from one interview to another, one company to another based on your experience. But if you prepare these questions, then definitely you can face any Selenium interview. Okay. Next, types of questions in interviews. Basically, questions in interviews are two types. One is general questions, another is subject and experience related questions. General questions, next subject and experience related questions. For example, common general questions are, one is tell me about yourself. It is general question. Next, why you are looking for a change. Next, what is your strength and what is your weakness, etc. These are general questions. Next, subject related, experience related questions. Suppose you are a Java professional, Java developer, then questions like this. What is array list in Java and when you use it? Next, what is the difference between static and non-static methods in Java, etc. Okay. Next, come to mainstream. Selenium experienced professionals usually face these type of questions. First one, explain about your current project. Here, explain about your current project architecture. Next, if you know the technology information, environment details. Next, project architecture, project modules and functionalities. And one more thing, and your job responsibilities, etc. While answering this question, you may face some supplementary questions by the interviewer. Then you can answer it. Okay. Next, second one. How you selected Selenium tools and others for test automation. Actually, your answer is like this. Actually, our test lead selected Selenium tools and other tools, other supported tools with the contribution of our team members for automation. Next, after test tool selection by test management. Usually, tool selection, for example, if it is Selenium or UFT or RFT or Silk test tool selection by management. After selecting test tool, suppose our management selected Selenium for functional and regression testing. Then selecting Selenium tools. Selenium is not a single tool. It is a suite of tools and so many supporting software required. We need to select it. After selecting test tool for test automation by our company management, then our team lead selects Selenium tools and other supported tools with the contribution of our team members. Okay. Suppose we selected Selenium WebDriver to create basic tests. Next, Java programming to write test scripts to enhance test cases. Selenium WebDriver to create basic test steps. Next, TestNG testing framework for grouping test cases, prioritizing test cases, executing test batches, finally generating test reports. Okay, Selenium WebDriver open source, Java open source, TestNG testing framework also open source. One small note, we selected an automation framework, hybrid framework, that designed by senior people in our company. Then after selecting the framework, then we created framework components. Then using framework components, designed test cases, etc. Okay. Next, write a code for add manufacturer functionality in your current project. Say it depends on your project. Interviewer may ask to write 1 or 2 Selenium code examples from our project that we explained already to the interviewer. I explained online shopping portal, online shopping application to the interviewer. Interviewer asked one code, Selenium code component for add manufacturer from my project only. Okay, here interviewer checks our coding logic, coding knowledge, not the exact code. So write the code. Suppose after instantiating and creating the browser driver, then navigate to, suppose, add manufacturer page, driver dot get off, within off means open brackets, within double quotes URL semicolon, to navigate to my manufacturer page. Next, click on add manufacturer link. For example, driver dot find element of by dot link text of, within double quotes, link text name, add manufacturer, close the parenthesis, once again dot click, open and close parenthesis. Next, enter manufacturer name, driver dot find element of by dot id of name dot send keys of, within double quotes, ABCD semicolon. Next, enter address 1, address 2, like steps. After entering all mandatory fields, then submit. For example, driver dot find element of by dot name is element locator of, within double quote submit is element locator value, close the parenthesis, dot click, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Like this, we can write Selenium test script on white paper. Okay. Next, write Selenium code to capture and verify the confirmation message in your application. Write the Selenium code on white paper. Okay. For example, after successful submission of manufacturer details, then it will show the confirmation message. We can capture the message and compare. How? For example, declare string message. Message is string name. You can use ABCD also. String message equal to driver dot find element of by dot id of, suppose message name confirm underscore message close parenthesis 2 times dot get text WebDriver method, WebDriver command dot get text open and close parenthesis semicolon. Next, compare this message with expected. If open parenthesis message, our captured string, if message dot equals of suppose our message is manufacturer added successfully close parenthesis 2 times open curly braces, then system dot out dot println passed close close curly braces, next else open curly braces, next system dot out dot println output command from Java, system dot out dot println of failed close curly braces. This is about capturing and comparing confirmation message. Okay. Next, write Selenium code to close the pop-up window. You can observe the pop-up window in this image. Selenium supports web elements only. If we want to handle pop-up window, it is not web element. If we want to handle pop-up window, then we need to create alert object. For example, alert pop-up is alert name in this scenario. You can use any meaningful name. Alert a capital letter. This is built-in class. Alert pop-up equal to driver dot switch to open and close parenthesis dot alert open and close parenthesis semicolon. What is the functionality of this step? Switch the driver focus from the web page to pop-up alert message. Next step, capture the message from the pop-up. Capture the message from pop-up if required. Suppose message is string type data, string error message is string name. You can use any name, ABCD also. String error message equal to pop-up. Pop-up is alert object in our scenario we already created, and switch to alert. String error message equal to pop-up dot get text open and close parenthesis means brackets semicolon. What is the functionality of this step? Capture the message from pop-up window and store into a string. Okay, next last step, pop-up dot accept open and close parenthesis semicolon. What is the functionality of this last step? Close error pop-up means click on yes button on pop-up window. Okay. Next, sixth question. Write Selenium code to click third link in second frame of your web page. Frames. Frames are sections of web pages. If it is manual testing, then we can operate any element from any frame directly. Suppose in our web page 4 frames are there, 4 sections are there. Suppose I want to operate one element from 4th frame, you can directly operate if it is manual testing. See once again, if it is manual testing, then we can operate any element from any frame directly. But in automated testing using Selenium, first we need to go to that particular frame. In this scenario, second frame. Go to second frame from top window, then click the third link. Code is like this. Driver dot after instantiating the driver, browser driver, after instantiating browser driver and creating browser driver. After creating the browser driver, driver dot switch to open and close parenthesis dot frame of here frame index or frame name you can use. In my scenario I am using frame index. Second frame means 1. Frame index starts from 0 to n minus 1, top left to bottom right. Driver dot switch to open and close parenthesis dot frame of 1 is index, 1 means second frame, 0 1 means second frame. Next step, driver dot find element by dot driver dot find element of by dot link text of suppose link name abcd dot click. Like this we can operate third link in second frame. Okay. Next, how you identify the synchronization problem in your test script. Say perform dry run of the test script, then we can identify the synchronization problem. If it is there, basically test run two types. Basically we have two types of test run. One is dry run, or you can say sample run. What is the purpose of sample run or dry run? DRY. Purpose of dry run. Check whether the test script is executing without errors or not. Next, after dry run, perform or conduct real run. Real run purpose is testing. See how you identify the synchronization problem in your test script by performing dry run of the test script. Then I can identify the synchronization problem if it is there. Okay. Next, how you conduct data driven testing using Selenium. See, testing the same test case or testing the same functionality with multiple sets of test data is called data driven testing. In my project I used Excel file as test data file, Excel file as resource. Resource means test data file. Using Java programming, import and read test data, then conducted data driven testing. Say by default Java doesn't support Excel, only flat files. If you want to use Excel files, first download Excel jar file from internet, third party Excel jar file from internet. Then add that Excel jar to Java project in Eclipse IDE. Then you can handle Excel files using Java. In my project, I used Excel as test data file using Java programming, imported and read tested data, then conducted data driven testing. Okay. Next, how you conduct cross browser testing. In my project, I conducted cross browser testing with Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge, old name Internet Explorer. Firefox, Chrome and Microsoft Edge browsers as per my customer requirement. First downloaded browser drivers, then instantiate browser driver and create browser driver. Create browser drivers and execute test scripts. Anyhow, test cases are common irrespective of the browser. Browser driver only varies from one browser to another. Okay, download browser drivers. Next, instantiate browser drivers in your test script or test case. Then create browser drivers and execute test scripts or test cases. Okay, next, how you are handling exceptions, important one, in your current project. Usually I handle exceptions in Selenium testing using Java exception handling mechanism. Frequently I handle no such element exception in my current project and other exceptions also. Okay. Next, what are the challenges that you faced in test automation using Selenium? Okay, I have faced so many challenges. I will mention two important challenges that I faced during Selenium test automation. Two major challenges that I faced in my current project. One is element identification, problems in element identification. Second one, executing test scripts using Internet Explorer browser. I faced several problems with the Internet Explorer browser, but no issues with Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox browsers. Okay. Next, how you raise defects that you find in automated testing using Selenium. Say, in my project, we are using Jira for test management, or you can say defect management. Defect management is part of test management. Okay. In my current project, we are using Jira for test management. After detecting the defect while Selenium test execution, launch Jira, enter defect details and send through our company internal mailing system. Okay. Next, how you conduct database testing using Selenium. Selenium WebDriver is limited to testing our applications using browser. To use Selenium WebDriver for database verification, we need to use the JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. JDBC, Java Database Connectivity, is a SQL level API, application programming interface. JDBC is a SQL level API that allows us to execute SQL statements. It is responsible for the connectivity between the Java programming language and a wide range of databases. First, connect to databases, any database. If it is MS SQL Server or Oracle or MySQL, etc. First, connect to database, then using SQL statements, conduct database testing and get results. Okay. Next, one more important question. Explain about the page object model, POM. Page object model is an object design pattern to create object repository for web elements like links, buttons, edit boxes, etc. Say using this model, under this model, container classes for web elements are created that behave as object repositories. See once again, under this model, container classes for web elements are created that behave as object repositories. Next, advantages of POM, page object model. Centralized maintenance of elements, or you can say objects. Okay, in Selenium we call element, for example link, button, edit box, etc. If it is UFT, formerly QTP, we call object. Both are synonyms. Centralized maintenance of elements or objects. Next, reusability and reduces duplication of code. Next, it is efficient and scalable. Next, POM makes the framework user friendly. Thank you.